By a show of hands, how many of you can join me in saying that you feel like a hamster on one of those treadmill things going around and around and around and never getting anything accomplished? Let's see a whole hands. Okay, there's a couple. The rest of you, this next few minutes may not mean anything, but bear with me. I more than often feel like I'm a hamster going around on that treadmill. I'm running all over the place, and I'm not getting anywhere. I find my mind is wandering. Not only am I rushing around at 10 miles or 50 miles an hour, but I'm thinking about the past. I'm thinking about all the things I need to accomplish in the next day or two. I'm thinking about the future. But I'm not concentrating. I'm not getting things done. I'm multitasking, which is not good because you don't get as much done or you don't get the quality. If you get something done, it's not the quality that I feel I can do. So I have been living that way for quite a while, actually almost all my life, except before I had to do anything when Mom and Dad were, when I was a kid and I didn't have to do anything. This has been very frustrating for me. What am I going to do? I have tried different ways of fixing it. I tried leaving notes for myself. I make notes of what I need to do. So I figure if it's on paper, I'll just follow the notes. I lose the notes. Or the notes are at work and I'm at home and I can't remember what I put down. Or, to be quite honest, I can't read my handwriting after a while. So I lose notes. Notes didn't work. So I tried yoga. Warrior pose. Downward dog doesn't work. I have a dog. It's never been in that position. And so I decided, okay, just don't think about it. I don't think not thinking about it's working. Nothing worked. So I was in the grocery store one night, checking out, doing my usual thing, trying to do a text message, talking to my sister, putting my stuff on the conveyor belt, just going crazy. When I looked up at all the magazines that they have when you check out, all the impulse items that they sell, and I found this magazine, Mindfulness. I said, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. It sounds kind of interesting. I wonder what that's all about. So, of course, I read the magazines because I don't want to buy them. So I'm in line, I'm reading the magazine. And the introduction, I'd like to read you part of the introduction because this is what grabbed me. Mindfulness is life-changing. It is a superpower that allows you to deliberately direct your brain, your beam of attention, instead of being tossed around by racing thoughts and turbulent emotions. It empowers you to choose your mindset and to shift how you relate to your experience so that you have less stress and more joy. Bit by bit, you train your attention to stay in the present instead of ruminating over the past or racing into the future. Mindfulness is the awareness that arises when we direct our attention on purpose toward our inner experience, toward others, and toward the environment around us. Oh, that sounds interesting. I can do that. So I very carefully put the book on the conveyor belt. So I was checking out, and they ran up the book at $13.99, and went, oh my God. But I was cool. I'm just going to read the book. So I've been looking at this book. I've been doing some research on mindfulness. I wanted to get more into it. So let me give you a little bit more Merriam-Webster definition of mindfulness. A mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. Ooh, sounds kind of interesting. So basically, I'm working towards, I'm going to use mindfulness to work towards slowing myself down, thinking my inner thoughts, just living in the moment, not being concerned about the past. The past is there for a reason. It's done. Not worrying about the future, because if you worry about the future, you miss too much of the now. So I started researching this book. Now, mindfulness, I found out, is not something you pick up in one day. It's a learned process. So there are many exercises that you can do in the book. I'm going to start with 3 that seem to be step by step. I'm going to start setting my intentions for the day. This is not your goals. This is just, I intend to smell the flowers more. I intend to smile at my neighbors more. Things like that. I intend to think about being peaceful. Those are just your intentions. So I'm going to set some intentions for my day. And then the big one for me, the multitasking trap. I multitask too much. I used to think it was a great thing to be a great multitasker. It's not, because you don't get anything done. Or if you get it done, it's not done well. I do things, I do projects, even here in Toastmasters. I do projects and I get them done, but I'm not happy with the way they turn out. So I'm going to learn to stop multitasking. And another big one for me, which if you saw my house, you'd understand, I'm going to clear my house. My house is a mess. I'm going to clear out my house and have nice, calm influences. So in a few months, I hope to come back and present to you my journey through mindfulness. And then we can go back and remember Ms. Whiskers on the treadmill? She will be a fond memory that we'll all say, goodbye, Miss Whiskers. May you never come back again. Mr. Toastmaster.